in. Another cool baseball name, Parrish. I don't know if that's a nod to Lance Parrish or not, but Parrish swings and fouls one off for strike one here with one out, runner on third. So Beckwith appears to be settling in. Gave up an early run, but throwing strikes now. As Turberg waits for the strike one pitch. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Beckwith trying to work his way out of a jam here. Runner on third with 1 out. Turberg, the senior, third base outfield pitcher, takes a strike down the middle, so Beckwith ahead of the count now. 1-2 with 1 out. Shakes off a sign, gives the nod and sets. Here's the delivery. And that ball is rolled to the shortstop, checks the runner back, throws to first and records the out of first. The run does not score, so good play by the shortstop. Number 21, David Lett, the senior captain, eyeballs the runner back to third and then still able to record the out at first. So Beckwith in a good position to strand the runner at third.
Right fielder, number 20, TJ Radoza.
TJ Radoza, number 20, senior pitcher, infielder, and outfielder. So he's all over the place. And right now he's in the batter's box, the lefty, trying to drive in a run here, trying to take the lead for the Lancers. He swings and misses. That was a long, slow cut at the ball. Just trying to do something to get the run in, but not able to connect. 1-1 now, 2 outs. Beckwith sets. Just a bit outside. 2-1 on Radoza. And another one looked like it was just off the plate from my vantage point here behind home plate. So 3 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. A walk wouldn't be the worst thing here. And that's grounded to third. Nice play, bobbled, but picked up. Guns over to first, and that's going to be in time to record the final out. So Beckwith gets in a jam, but gets out of it. However, the Lancers did tie it 1-1 here, going into the third.
The left fielder, number 8, Ben Wright.
Ben Wright leading off here for the Raiders in the top of the third inning. The left fielder, second-year varsity player. Bit of a class, or should I say team clown. I mean that in a good way. Ben Wright, a lot of personality. It's the drilled ones in the left center, but it looks like he's going to get under it and record the out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 13 on the mound, Garrett Radoza, the sophomore pitcher. And he's the youngest player, only sophomore here for the Lancers.
The shortstop, number 21, David Lett.
So the Raiders back to the top of the order with David Lett stepping in. Senior shortstop, made a nice play already today as he takes strike 1. So Lett here, trying to get something going for the Raiders in a tie ball game here at the top of the third. 0-1 pitch, drilled up the middle, shortstop ranging up the middle, and he fields it, but rolls around on the ground a couple of times and not able to even attempt a throw. So that's a base hit for Lett as he hit it up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop to get to that ball, but wasn't able to do anything with it. So the Raiders got a man on with 1 out here in a tie ball game.
Number 2,
Brett Kramer, younger brother of former Bulldog pitcher Mitchell Kramer, who pitched for the Raiders. So Brett stepping in, part of the tandem at shortstop and second base, turned a double play earlier in the game. Here's the pitch, and he's bunting, gets it down, but it's going to be foul. So North Farmington coach O'Connell instructing his player to lay down the bunt here, trying to move the runner over and generate some runs, but it goes foul for strike 1. So runner on first, 1 out, 1 strike. Kramer back in there. Kramer features a 3.98 grade point average. and he's quite the athlete as well. So he takes the 0-1. That's a breaking ball right down the middle, looking for strike 2. So Kramer behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Good lead by Lett at first. And the rain is starting to come down. Pitcher steps off and stares him back. So starting to drizzle here a little bit. As Kramer waits on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Runner attempts to steal second. That ball was high, and the throw down to second was high as well. So Lett steals second base, and the Raiders are in business here in the top of the third, but Kramer's still behind in the count, 1-2. Lett taking a sizable lead at second. Here's the pitch, and Brett Kramer strikes out on a high cheese. Couldn't lay off the high heater. So Kramer, 1-2 now. Had a hit in the first inning, strikes out here in the third. Runner on second now with 2 outs. Number 18, Evan Murray, the center fielder, stepping in here. Looking to come up with a big hit for the Raiders that will put him ahead. And he connects with one, sends it high and deep to left field, going back to the wall. It bounces in fair territory in the corner of left field. That'll score the run. Going to third, cut off, and it's in time. Gunned down at third base, but the run scores. And the Raiders take the lead 2-1 here. But that'll end the inning. Here with North Farmington coach Stephen Doty. Steve, what does it mean to you to be here as your first year as a Raider coach?
Oh, it's an exciting experience to see these players. They deserve it. I mean, I'm glad they're having a great time, and hopefully they can get a win on top of it all.
And what did you say to them before this game? Did you have to tell them anything to get them ready for this game?
No, they're pumped. I just want them to have fun, and they know that. So they're a good team, and I think I know they're having fun right now.
And what do you think of this matchup here against the Midland Lancers? You like this matchup for your team?
I do like this matchup. I used to play under Coach Yaki, and I'm enjoying coaching against him now. So.
And you do have a bit of baseball experience. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I walked on to play at Michigan State as a pitcher there, and yeah, played there 4 years. It was fun.
Assistant coach Stephen Doty here. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Zach Radoza, not Randoza, Radoza takes a pitch for strike 1. And Radoza is a junior third base and outfielder. I don't know why the PA announcer is calling him Randoza, but it is Radoza. So he takes the 0-1 pitch here. And that ball is lined to second base, fielded cleanly by Brett Kramer, tosses over to first, and that's an out. So Joey Gignac on the mound here, number 15, the second baseman, first-year varsity player, on the mound for the Raiders. 1 up and 1 down. So Gignac on the mound, a junior, and Jake Dean steps in once again, number 1. He pops it up into foul territory behind third base, and that's into the second row. That's a souvenir for a young fan. So Dean again, senior, plays second, third, and pitches for the Bullock Creek varsity team. As Gignac gets ready to deliver the 0-1 pitch. It's grounded to second, so another ground ball to second, fielded clean in by Kramer, gets over to first, and that's another out. So 2 ground balls to second. 2 good plays by number 2, Kramer at second, and that's the second out. So Gignac having an efficient inning so far. Gignac is the junior again, normally featured at second base, but is a pitcher as well.
The catcher, number 9, Alex Fleming.
So Alex Fleming stepping in once again, the catcher, number 9, senior. Takes a strike. So Gignac throwing strikes, getting some outs here in the bottom of the third as the Raiders lead 2-1. Fleming waiting on the 0-1. Here's the pitch, and that ball is popped up high. Fly ball. Brett Kramer's under it, and he records the out. So all 3 plays going to the second baseman as they record 3 quick outs. Good inning for Gignac as he gets a 1-2-3. We're going to the top of the 4th here, and the Raiders crowd is pumped.
All right. I'll tell him everything. Justin, I got to run, but I'll tell him everything. I'll look for his call and I'll let you know.
Get out of here, Brooks!
Okay, all right, I'll do that. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, I got it. Text that address to me again. Just to
Leading off for the Raiders, the catcher, number 7, Brooks Reno.
So Reno stepping in here. Brooks Reno, number 7, stepping in. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded off of his foot, I believe. That's a foul ball. So Reno here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning, 2-1 Raiders, no outs. And Reno drills at the first base. That's going to be an out. So 1 up, 1 down for the Lancers as Reno not able to get on, but he's a good player, Brooks Reno. So, stepping in now,
number 12,
Christian Beckwith got his chance to pitch here at Comerica Park today, a senior for North Farmington. He steps in with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that's low for ball 1. So Beckwith here waiting on the 1-0 and slices it to center field, going back and caught by the center fielder. So 2 quick outs here. We have number 2 Jordan Dopp on the mound here for Bullock Creek. He's a junior.
Number 14, Alex Darden.
So Darden stepping in. Or should I say D1 Darden, with 2 outs here. Again, Dopp on the mound. Hard throwing righty with the delivery, and that's a strike right down the middle. So Dopp the junior on the mound, got quick out number 1 and number 2, and looking for number 3 as he delivers the pitch to Darden. That's grounded up the middle. Dopp fields it off his glove, but not cleanly. Recovers, throws, and safe at first base. So Darden beats it out. Hit it hard, back to Dopp on the mound, off his glove, fielded, and not in time. So Darden reaches on a base hit. He's on first, and number 6, Frank Zach. Frank Zach getting some love. A couple girls yelling his name here. I think I heard, and I love you, Frank. So Frank Zach, the lefty, getting some love, a junior, younger brother again of TJ Zach. He takes the pitch, and that's sliced back into foul territory. Pretty sizable turnout here for North Farmington, but no one's sitting that far back. So that's a strike on Zach as Dopp gets set with a runner on first. Here's the delivery, and another foul down the right field line. Crowd urging him on to hit it fair. Definitely no one sitting down there. It's actually roped off to the fans. So he falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Darden on first. Here's the pitch, and that's grounded slowly to short, fielded cleanly. Guns it over to first, and not in time. So 2 base hits here, back-to-back from the Raiders. 2 2-out hits. Both of them didn't get out of the infield, but able to beat it out both times. So with 2 outs, the Raiders threaten again with a runner on second and a runner on first.
Third baseman, number 9, Austin Hill.
So number 9 stepping in, Austin Hill, third baseman, senior. First-year varsity player trying to drive in a run for the Raiders here with 2 outs. Takes a pitch high. The rain is still coming down slowly. We have a slow infield here with the rain, and that may have contributed to the 2 base hits by the Raiders. Here's the pitch, and another pitch high. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs on Hill. Hard-working player, always comes to the ballpark with a great attitude. He's in school plays also, so he swings and misses there, but he's a pretty talented young kid. Featured in several school plays over at North Farmington. As he is still ahead of the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. First and second, 2-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and he swings through it again. So 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second here. Raiders up 2-1, 5 hits for the Raiders. Only 1 hit for the Lancers, but 1 run on 1 hit, so pretty efficient. However, they have 2 left on base. Raiders only 1 left on base. Let's see if they strand any here. There's a pitch. Called ball and dropped by the catcher, but runners aren't able to go anywhere. That looked like a pretty close pitch, but it was dropped by the catcher, called a ball. So count goes full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Crowd's on their feet. Only because they had to get up for some reason, not because they're up on their feet cheering. But nonetheless, here's the full count delivery, and that ball bounces in. That's ball 4. So Austin Hill getting pumped as he runs to first base, gives a clap, trying to get number 8. Pumped up as he steps in, Ben Wright. So Ben Wright at the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Let's see if the senior can come through for the Raiders and tack a couple more runs on the board. Here's the pitch, and that's a strike. So strike 1 on Ben Wright. He's quite the character. I've had the pleasure of interviewing him a couple times, and he does some pretty good impersonations and funny voices, funny faces. So he's quite the character, but he looks at a pitch, bounces in, gets away from the catcher, but he's not going anywhere. So Ben Wright. 1-1, 2 outs. Jordan Dopp got a couple quick outs, but he's in a little bit of a jam now with the bases loaded in 2 rounds. Here's the pitch, fouled off, so foul ball by Wright. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, Raiders up 2-1. Looks like it stopped raining here, and I'm not sure what the call is on the field here. Looks like, time was given to the catcher. So, we're back. Here's the windup and the pitch. Grounded to short. Fielded to first. Nice scoop again by number 5, Drew Roth. Makes a clean scoop at first base to get the out, so the run does not score. Raiders still up 2-1 though. Bottom of the 4th inning here. So Drew Roth stepping in here, number 5, the senior first baseman, grounds out to second base, and Brett Kramer fields the ball, throws over to first. So the last 4 outs have gone to the second baseman, Brett Kramer. He's busy over there at second. And he records the out, so 1 pitch and 1 out. Looking for the 3-pitch inning here. Number 8, Caleb Somerville stepping in. He's a junior, pitcher, catcher, and center fielder. Takes a ball high from number 3, Harrison Milan. Harrison, third baseman and pitcher, first-year varsity player. Little guy, but he has a lot of pop. So a little guy with power is Harrison Milan, the junior, number 3 on the mound. Delivers, and that's ball 2, I believe. I'm getting a weird vibe from this umpire, but we got 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the delivery, and that ball is drilled into left field. It's down for a hit. So that's a base hit for Caleb Somerville, the junior. He's on board with 1 out, and Milan back on the mound.
Number 2, Jordan Dopp.
Jordan Dopp, number 2, the junior. Shortstop, pitcher, center fielder. Dopp trying to get things going as Harrison guns it over the first. Harrison Milan, the junior, on the mound with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Batter showing bunt, but doesn't lay it down as he takes a strike, so 0-1 on number 2, Jordan Dopp. Throws it over to first again. That gets by the first baseman. That ball is rolling all the way back to the tarp. Runner's going to third, fielded by the second baseman. Kramer gets it back in to the shortstop, and he advances to third on that. So Milan guns it over to first, trying to contain the runner. Instead, he ends up on third here with 1 out. So 1 out, 1 strike on the batter, Dopp. Milan with the delivery, and that's high, so 1-1 now, 1 out. Milan pumped to get a start, get a nod here at Comerica Park. The sun's coming out a little bit for Milan, but he's in a bit of a jam with 1 out and a runner in third. Delivers a ball there, so it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Right down the middle. 2-2 now. Trying to get out of a jam. The Raiders have gotten out of a couple jams here today, and they're looking to do it again. So here's the 2-2 from Milan. Full count. Runner on third, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's popped up. Shallow, center. Hauled in by the center fielder. Running on third is tagging, and he's in there. Number 12 cut the ball off. That would be Christian Beckwith, and fired it way over the catcher's head, so there was no play at home.
Now batting, the left fielder number 15, Nick Cowles.
So the Lancers tie it up here, 2-2 game in 4th inning. As he takes a strike 1, so Milan gives up a run here. 2-2, tie game now, no one on, 2 outs.
Nice shot either way.
So Milan has a 0-2 here with 2 outs, no one on.
Nice shot.
And just missed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Number 15 for the Lancers, Nick Cowles, the senior pitcher, first baseman, and outfielder.
Yeah.
And that was a breaking ball. It was close, but didn't quite fall in there for a strike. So 2-2 here on Cowles. And Milan delivers.
Nice.
Fouled off.
Way to keep the ball down.
2-2 still. 2 outs. Lancers did tie it up here, but Milan trying to limit the damage to 1 run in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the delivery and a 2-2. Popped up. High pop up to second. Brett Kramer at second base getting a ton of action, but actually didn't be called off by the shortstop David Letty, who hauls it in for out number 3. So 1 run brought in by the Lancers to tie it here. 2-2 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 4th. The top of the 5th here at Comerica Park.
The shortstop, number 21, David Lett.
David Lett steps in to face TJ Radosa here on the mound, number 20, the senior. Getting a chance to pitch at Comerica Park. That's low for ball 1. David Lett, senior, shortstop, captain. He's the leadoff hitter, and he's the team leader for the Raiders. Number 21. And he's waiting on the 2-0 pitch. from number 20, Radosa. And he hits it. So Lett's on board with no outs. TJ Radosa, older brother of Zach Radosa, senior and junior respectively. So the Radosa brothers playing here at Comerica Park. I'm sure they're thrilled to be here. I'm sure he's not thrilled about hitting the Raiders leadoff hitter though. He's got to face the heart of the order.
The second baseman, number 2, Brett Kramer.
Number 2, Brett Kramer, batting in the 2 slot. Steps in now with no outs. And Lett on first. Brett had a base hit. He's one for 2 as Lett goes sliding back into first on the throw by Radosa. So Kramer, who had a hit, tried to bunt unsuccessfully and then struck out later in the game. And now here with a runner on first trying to get things going. Lett going to second. Here's the throw. Dives in and tag is late. Lett's in at second. So look for a second like Kramer might attempt to bunt again, but Lett steals second cleanly. And now Brett Kramer has a runner to work with in scoring position here. Here's the 1-0 and attempts to lay down the bunt, doesn't make contact. So Kramer getting the signal to try to lay down the bunt here once again and unable to. Still has a chance with the count being 1-1 here, runner on second. Brothers heckling him from behind us in the stands. And here's the 1-1. Popped out. First baseman ranging towards the dugout, and he hauls it in. Runner attempted to tag and go to third, but not able to on the catch and throw back to the third baseman. So Kramer now 1 through 3.